If you hit me again,
You will kill me?
no.
What's up, everyone? Welcome to Scott Movies, your go-to spot for the hottest films on Netflix right now. Today, we're counting down the top 5 steamy, thrilling movies that every young adult needs to watch. Trust me, you do not want to miss number 1. Let's get into it. Kicking off with number 5, Beautiful Disaster. What happens when the one person you're running from becomes the one person you can't escape? Abby Abernathy arrives at college with one goal: leave her dark, gambling-soaked past in Las Vegas behind and become someone completely new. But on her very first night, she's pulled into an underground fight club, and there he is, Travis Maddox. Tattooed, fearless, and dangerously charming, the kind of man who turns every head in the room without even trying. Abby wants nothing to do with him. And that, ironically, is exactly what draws Travis in. What starts as a reckless bet, Abby living in Travis's apartment for 30 days, quickly becomes something neither of them bargained for. Because behind Travis's tough exterior lies someone just as wounded as Abby. And behind Abby's careful walls hides a past that could destroy everything she's worked so hard to rebuild. As the days pass, the tension between them builds into something electric, raw, and undeniable. Number 4. No Limit 2022. What if the person who pushed you to become extraordinary was also the person slowly destroying you? Roxana has always felt most alive underwater. Ever since her grandfather first taught her to dive as a little girl, the ocean was the one place where the chaos of the world disappeared, where everything went quiet, and she could simply breathe. But life above the surface has never been so kind. Carrying the weight of a painful past, she leaves Paris behind and signs up for a freediving course along the stunning coast of southern France, searching for something she can't quite name. That's where she finds Pascal Gauthier, world champion freediver, magnetic, dangerous, and utterly impossible to ignore. He becomes her instructor, her obsession, and her greatest risk all at once. What begins as passionate, intoxicating love quickly pulls Roxana into something far more complex. Pascal doesn't just teach her to dive, he pushes her toward depths that terrify even seasoned professionals.
Et c'est pas pour lui que je la fais. C'est pour moi, okay?
Number 3. Premature 2019. What does it feel like to fall in love for the very first time? Knowing that everything is about to change.
You don't want me to...
It's the last summer before college, and 17-year-old Ayana is standing at the edge of her entire world. She lives in Harlem, a neighborhood bursting with energy, music, and transformation. And she carries her thoughts in poetry, in words that bloom quietly inside her before she ever speaks them aloud. Ayana is bright, fierce, and deeply sensitive. She knows who she is, or at least she thinks she does. Then Isaiah walks into her life. Charming, mysterious, and older, Isaiah is a music producer newly arrived in the city, the kind of man who makes you feel like the only person in the room. Their connection is immediate and electric. Two artistic souls colliding in the heat of a New York summer, falling fast and falling hard. For Ayana, it feels like the beginning of everything.
Your friends, they mad young.
But they're my friends.
Number 2, Burning Betrayal 2023. What if the worst thing that ever to you turned out to be the very thing that set you free? Meet Bobby, a successful, put-together accountant living in the vibrant, sun-soaked streets of São Paulo, Brazil. She has the career, the relationship, the life that looks perfect from the outside. But everything shatters in an instant when she discovers that her fiancé has been cheating on her. Just like that, the future she carefully built crumbles to the ground. But Bobby doesn't fall apart. She transforms. She dyes her hair dark, gets back on her motorcycle, and joins a bike club, reclaiming pieces of herself she had quietly abandoned. And that's when she crosses paths with Marco. Tall, magnetic, and dangerously mysterious, Marco is a judge with a reputation for being obsessed with truth, yet somehow surrounded by secrets of his own. Their chemistry is instant and electric, pulling Bobby into a passionate affair she never planned for. But this is more than a love story. Number 1, 365 days. What would you do if the most dangerous man in the world gave you exactly 1 year to fall in love with him? Laura Beale has everything a successful woman could want: a career, a social life, and a future that looks perfectly planned. But beneath the polished surface, something is missing. Her relationship is cold, her spark is fading, and on her birthday trip to the sun-drenched shores of Sicily, everything she thought she knew is about to be turned completely upside down. That's when Massimo Torricelli enters her world. Powerful, ruthless, and devastatingly magnetic, Massimo is no ordinary man. He is the head of one of Sicily's most feared mafia families, a man who takes what he wants and bows to no one. And what he wants, more than anything, is Laura. Years ago, in a moment between life and death, he saw her face, and he never forgot it.